Welcome back, I'm Marlena, and today I'm going to be taking my seedlings out of these little cups and putting them in 3.25 inch square pots. Now I think I went a little bit cabbage happy, brassica happy, because I have a lot. In this one little container, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10! Jason, you know how many this whole row will do if all of them are like this? There's 15 here, so a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Probably 5 trays. I don't have room in my my seedling stand with my lights, so these are going to have to go in the greenhouse pretty quick. My greenhouse is not finished yet. It will be finished very soon, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a little bit. But all this huge thing, and it's full. Every row has 9 cups, and I just put markers on the very first cup of each row to mark them, but I realized that you should not do that. You should mark every one, because I almost made a mistake and planted broccoli and was going to call it cabbage in this tray because I grabbed the wrong cup. But I had 9 cups in the row in this roasting tin, so I knew I had made a mistake, and I knew the first cup I grabbed had a lot in it and the second one had not a lot in it. So that's how I deciphered which one was the cabbage and which one was the broccoli. Don't do that. Okay, a really sophisticated dauber, or what, dibber. They call this a dibber. Not really. They call it a paintbrush. But a dibber basically is just this with a handle. So, and I just learned that word dibber this year because I'm not an expert gardener by no means yet. I'm just make a little hole. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to release it onto the table. So, and my cups are dry. You don't want to work with soggy stuff because it's hard to get them out of the cups. The reason why I'm doing this is because I picked up one of these the other day, and I'd stabbed holes through the bottom of all of these cups, and the roots were coming out of the bottom. So that's not a good deal. You want to get them out so they can continue to grow. It's kind of a good thing I planted extra of these, because during transplant I always miss them. I always kill some. Like I'll cut the top off one, or pinch one too hard, or okay. So if you feel a little breaking of the roots, that's fine. Don't freak out. That's perfectly kind of normal. Okay, and I'm just going to put him in there like that. Now, my hopes are to have a plant sale in the spring. That's why I planted all these things. That's why I did the greenhouse outside. I say I, but my husband was a very integral part in that. If it wasn't for him, I couldn't have done it myself. Because my greatest plans, I should have seen it. It was crooked. Wasn't it, Jace? It was crooked. It was bad crooked. And it's still in level, but that's okay. He did a great job at just making it visually, what is it called? An illusion? An optical illusion? Like, from up at the house, you can't even tell the greenhouse is messed up at all. It's not messed up, but you can't tell it's crooked or unlevel. You can't tell it. Once you get up the hill, it looks great. When you're down there looking at it straight on, you can tell like one side's a foot lower than the other, you know. Anyway, so I'll show y'all that later when we get to working on it again. We got the plastic. I've got a little window in it, or no, when we have the windows for it, but we haven't framed them up yet. Okay, so this is going to go pretty quick. Or maybe y'all want to see. Let me move it a little bit. Okay, great. And I'm sticking this all the way down to the bottom because as you can see, these roots are kind of long. They're like 4 inches long. So I've only got 3-inch pots, but that's fine. I'm just kind of sticking them in there gently. I'm just kind of going along and just kind of poking them in there as I put the seedling in. And look at that one. Boy, that's got some good roots. That's a good one right there. Last year, they did not have such good luck with seedlings. Of course, I didn't know what I was doing. You know, the pandemic came. It was March 2020. I was in college, and they said, you know, after spring break, no one goes back to school. So I was like, okay, oh my gosh. And I had all this time at home to think about what am I going to do. So I just started gardening. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how to do it. I just did something. I just put some seeds in the ground. And honestly, that's the best way to do it. Just start. You don't have to know everything or have this great laid out plan, because I'm telling you, your best laid out plans in a garden scenario, you're going to learn a lot regardless. You're not going to know stuff. So you just have to do the best you can. And experience is the best teacher. Don't you agree, Jace? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do too. It's his day off. Have you enjoyed your day off, baby?
Yeah.
He's like, quit talking to me. Love you, babe.
Love you.
Okay. Now, hopefully no seeds got crazy and mixed over with my cabbages. That would be not good. I'm hoping everything that comes up in this tray is a cabbage. Some of my other trays, like I could tell that a seed had jumped over to the next cup. So this potting mix is not really a great potting mix for starting plants. I think it's a little heavy, but I didn't know any better, so I didn't do better. When you know better, you do better. Okay. I'm just pick that up off the table, stick it in there. When you water these, the soil level will go down slightly. So you're going to want to just fill these up pretty good with soil. Now this one isn't buried very good in there. It's kind of limpy. So I'm just going to kind of push him down. He may not make it, but it's okay. I've got extra. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I've got 6 more holes. I wonder if I've got one with 6. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! I did it. Okay. Dang, it's gonna be a lot of cabbages. I'm gonna have to get way more 3-inch trays and way more roasting pans. That's okay. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. This has just got so many roots in it. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see how my garden grows. Now these are early round cabbages and honestly I would prefer for them to be a different kind of cabbage, like one that, a larger head. These are not going to give you a larger head. So my advice to you or to those who would like to grow cabbages would be to actually look into different types of cabbages and see which one that you like. If this is an early cabbage, so I'm going to get cabbage way sooner than whoa, that's huge. That's a huge root system. Look at that one. Look at that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice one. Yeah. That's nice. That's really nice. That's a nice one. That's really nice. That's really nice. That was great. Okay, so where was I at? I was going to tell you that, oh yeah, early round cabbage. So what I learned with early round cabbage is the earlier the heads come off, the earlier you get the cabbage, the smaller it's going to be. I mean, I guess that's the deal. So, and I wouldn't have probably planted these, but I have a huge pack from the feed store that I have to go through. I mean, I've got like 1,000 seeds, and my sister bought them for me for like $2. So, I mean, that's good. You know, it's a good price, but they are very small heads. Not very small. They're yeah, small heads. They're small. So, anyway, I learned that I don't want these early round ones anymore. But like I said, I've got 1,000 of them. I got enough cabbages to seed my garden for like 5 years, 10 years. I guess what I could do would be make some microgreens with them. Huh, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of microgreens?
No.
You haven't?
Oh.
What you put a whole bunch of seeds in the tray, and then you eat them like when they're little bitty like this. But there's a lot of them in there, and so you just eat them on top of salads or whatever. And the theory behind it is that the very small plants have a lot of nutrition. They have all the nutrition in them that the larger, plant would have. That's the theory behind it. That all the nutrients from that plant is in that one little, maybe not all the nutrients, but a lot of nutrients from that plant is concentrated in the greens. And I guess there's a lot to that because a lot of people are really into that. Oh, this one's got 3 leaves. Oh, it's got another leaf. A lot of them just have 2. That one has 3. Maybe that's why the roots are so good on that one, because they have 3 leaves. Okay, so we're going to bury them up. And I really am just assuming that I plant them like I'm planting them. I mean, I know you dip a hole in there, but I'm not sure that they should go all the way down to the soil line or above the soil line. I really didn't research that part. I'm just kind of doing it. Just doing it. Okay. So that is my cabbages for today. Sorry, this might be a boring video. Not very long though. Okay, and that is it for today. That's my cabbages. Little cabbages. And I guess what I could do is just go back and put them under the light, huh, Jace?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go put these back under the light until I have the greenhouse going. And I don't have any shelves or anything in it right now. Probably won't at first. It's going to take a little bit of time to do those types of things. So what I'm going to do is just kind of just line my greenhouse on the floor with these on the right hand side. So they'll have plenty of light and plenty of room, and we'll get them going out there. So y'all stay blessed, stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.